you need to write an essay for the IELTS writing task 2. And when I say an essay, that means a well-structured, concrete piece of information that again comprises of paragraphs. Basically, an essay comprises of paragraphs, and of course the paragraphs in turn they consist of sentences. So basically you have to write sentences to make paragraphs, and you have to write well-organized paragraphs to construct an essay. That's what an essay is. Now you will get 40 minutes to write the essay, and I would suggest it's a better idea to spend all these 40 minutes on writing the task 2 than spending less time than that. So you can divide your 40 minutes into 10 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, and lastly 5 to 10 minutes. You can divide into different portions. Now in the first part, the first 10 minutes is the better idea that you use the rough paper provided to you and you write your ideas. You think about the topic and write a scheme of your ideas, what your ideas be, what your arguments be. And you can do the actual writing in 20 to 25 minutes. You can write from 250 to 350 words. The minimum word should be 250 and not less than that, but you should not exceed more than 350 words at the same time, and both of the extremes would definitely give you less score. And the last 5 to 10 minutes you can use in rechecking your work and of course rectifying any mistakes you might have committed in your essay. So this is the simple scheme of writing an essay. Now in the first 10 minutes, how you should generate the ideas or how you should generate the arguments. Now for example, how to do that, I will give you an example. There's a topic that let's write an essay on a topic about robots. For example, robots. Robots are increasingly being employed in various fields of life, and some people believe that it's a positive trend, while some people believe that it's a negative trend. How much you agree or disagree with the statement, explain with your own opinion. For example, this could be the topic. Now the body of your essay would comprise simply the first part should be the introduction, and what that means is that first you have to introduce the topic in your own language, in your own words, that what do you think about the topic, how much you understood the topic. And of course the topic is about robots. We can write it in between. We can make some boxes, some rectangles on the right and left side of our main topic, and on the right side we could write arguments in favor of the topic, and here we can write the arguments against the topic. Now, and here of course would come the conclusion with your own personal opinion. So it should be like that. Now, for example, what could be the positive aspects of robots? You have to think about that. No one will help you in that. You have to think. Now, for example, what comes in my mind? First of all, household use. I know that there are experiments going on in Japan on robots that they might be used for household chores. For example, they could be used in kitchen, they could be used for washing clothes and some other such sort of household chores. So this could be the first use. They could be used for that purpose. And the other purpose and the advantage or usage of robots is in industry. For example, they could be used in highly complicated processes involved in manufacturing of airplanes, cars, or even they can be used for transferring very high weights from one place to the other, objects with very high weight that could be impossible for people to do. So this could be the other idea or argument. And the most important, of course, is our own field in medical profession. If we see that robots are being employed in the robotic surgeries, surgeries are being performed in the United Kingdom with the help of robots. Recently, they did an experiment in the aviation industry, and they're thinking that there could be a possibility of using robots instead of pilots in flying the civilian aircrafts. So this is another possibility. How it would be done, this is not your topic. We are not here to explain the different things, how much they are successful and not successful. This is not our topic. And finally, of course, you can think of robots in the recent, again, the medical profession. They are being used in highly sophisticated laboratories to extract venom from scorpions, and this venom is being used in the manufacture of drugs that are being used as anti-cancer or in some autoimmune diseases. So you can write these things, but no need to explain it further. So these could be our positive ideas, or our arguments in the favor of the topic. So what we can think about the negative ideas about robots. If you are using them, are there some drawbacks with them? Of course, there are many. For example, expense. They are very expensive. It takes sometimes millions of dollars and huge amounts of money to manufacture a robot. So this is a very limiting factor in the manufacture of robots. Number two, what other things you can think of that? Besides expenses, a situation of joblessness. Because if robots continue to replace people in every field of life, there will be a generation without any job. That we can say that this idea could render people redundant. That means the people will become jobless. Redundant means jobless. You can write simply that this could produce a generation, this could leave a generation of people without job or jobless. You can write like that, but of course if you wrote like render people redundant, that will carry definitely more weight, will have you getting higher score. And lastly, of course, what other thing I can think of negativities and drawbacks about the robots, and if we find ourselves environed by the machine, the robots everywhere, then what will happen is that there will be a lack of there will be an air of lack of passion. We will become emotionless, as is happening with the use of cell phone and smartphones and computers. We are meeting very less with each other, but we can connect with each other on the smartphones and things like that. So these would be our ideas. Now we come to the structure of essay. That's the most important part. So as I discussed previously, the structure, this is universal. You should not deviate from this. That's what will give you the marks. First paragraph will be the introduction. Paragraph 1. Paragraph 2 would be the, for example, you can write the positive aspects. You can write even one more paragraph if you have more ideas about the positivity. Similarly, the fourth paragraph would be negative ideas or arguments against the topic. And if you have more ideas, you can write another paragraph. Or if you want to write one paragraph, it's okay to combine both these. You can give examples and you can go on writing. And this could be also one paragraph of your drawbacks about any topic. Now it's a good idea to leave one line free. Do not write on one line between the paragraphs. And of course the last paragraph would be your conclusion, and this is a personalized piece of information where you use the word I think, I believe, I strongly believe, I don't think, in my opinion, and so on. So here you can write the introduction. And introduction, you will write a paraphrase that's an information that is about similar to the topic, an introduction to the topic. For example, what the topic asks you to do. So most of the people believe that do not copy the words from the topic. This is very much important. You will lose marks if you copy the words from the similar words you copy it from the topic. That will give you very less marks.